Hello guys, welcome back to another video. And finally, after multiple days of charging, I am doing the 2023 phone collection. Or no, 2024, sorry. Yeah, 2024 phone collection. I don't think I've done one of these since early to late 2022. And since I haven't done one in so long, I thought I should go all out and charge every single device I can. Now, there's going to be multiple different sections of this video. There's going to be fully working phones, fully working iPods, fully working tablets, partially working phones, partially working iPods. I don't have any partially working tablets. Broken phones that I couldn't test because of some sort of reason or couldn't charge or they just don't work at all. Broken tablets. I don't have any broken iPods. And then dumb phones. For the dumb phones, I was unable to charge any of those just because I do not have the time to charge them. Maybe I don't have the chargers, and plus, after you've seen one dumb phone UI, you've pretty much seen them all. They all look mostly the same. So I'll show them off, but I don't have them charged. As for all the smartphones, I've charged every single smartphone I can, so we're going to take a look at those now. Starting off up here, we have an iPhone 2G, 8GB. This is running iOS 1.1.4. It has not been downgraded. I got this in a trade. Next up, we have an iPhone 2G, 8GB. This is running its latest firmware, which is iOS 3.1.3. I paid $25 for this on Mercari a while back, and I did refurbish it a tiny bit since then. I believe I bought that in 2021. This is an iPhone 3GS. It is running iOS 4.2.1, as you can see there. I did not downgrade it, but 4.2.1 is not rare. And it does work fine, no issues, and it's in very good condition. Battery on that had to be replaced. I got it from Target. We have an iPhone 3GS. Oh, that's a 16GB, by the way. 3GS 8GB black. It's running 4.3.5. The home button is a little bit messed up. It has no apps as it came reset. I got it at Target recently. We have an iPhone 4S, 16GB black. Or no, iPhone 4, sorry, 16GB black. This is running iOS 5, so it is rare. And it does have old apps on it, which I really like. That is a cracked back and a bad home button, or very home button you have to press on hard. I found that at the mom's bin. We have an iPhone 4, 16GB or 8GB white, I believe. I can check real quick. Nope, it's a 16GB. It's running iOS 6. Has a load of old apps, like so many old apps. Found this in the Target bin. I may have gotten this from the mom's bin. I believe I got it from the mom's bin. Unfortunately, none of those apps opened because the dude left his iCloud on it, and it won't let me do it. It won't let me sign in. This is an iPhone 4 CDMA. Got this from the Target bin, I believe. It is running iOS 6.1.3, 8GB. This has a restrictions passcode. Unfortunate. I could reset. I can't reset the phone because of the restrictions password. This is another iPhone 4 CDMA. I believe this one's an 8GB. It was downgraded to iOS 6.1. No, it's a 16GB. It was downgraded from iOS 7 to iOS 6. It is in good condition. I believe I bought this at the flea market that I usually go to in bulk with a bunch of other 4Ss. Same goes for this one. This is an 8GB, I believe, though. We could take a look. Yeah, 8GB, 6.1.3. I downgraded this one as well. Got that from the flea market, same lot. This is a GSM. This one I got recently from the Target bin. It is on iOS 7. Fully works. I believe it is a 16GB. Nope, it's an 8GB. Came reset. Home button is hard to press on that one. Here we have this iPhone 4. I believe it is an 8GB CDMA. I got it from the Target bin. It came on iOS 7. Yeah, iOS 7.1.2. 8GB CDMA. I don't like CDMA iPhone 4s, but whatever. This is an iPhone 4S, 16GB, on iOS 6. But an interesting thing you'll see here, you may have noticed it with others. This up at the top says English US iPhone, and I cannot change that. At the bottom of the settings, there's no reset option. In the notes, there's a bunch of notes. And in the contacts, where's the contacts app? I think it's in here. Yeah. There are a bunch of contacts. Now, I'll come back to this phone in a minute. I'm sure you guys may already know what that is. You'll see what it does in a few seconds. This is an iPhone 4S on iOS 7.1, I think. It is jailbroken and has a bunch of apps. It's a 16 gigabyte 7.1.2 4S. Literally 0 gigabytes of storage available. And it is jailbroken, has a couple cool tweaks and all that. Found it at Target recently. This is getting into some of the rare devices, like pretty rare devices actually. I apologize, the video stopped. This is an iPhone 5. 16 gigabyte running iOS 6. As you can see, 6.1 Verizon. And I got this from the Verizon bin. My first ever find from a Verizon bin, and it is one of my favorite iPhone and iOS combinations. We got this iPhone 5 here on iOS 6. I purchased this one at the flea market. Oh, I found this at Mom's, and I may have set the auto lock to never. Oh, it's set to 1 minute. Okay. But this works fine, and it did come with old apps. Got it at the flea market. I purchased it in bulk with a bunch of other iPhone 5s and 5Cs. 2 of them turned out to be on iOS 6. We have this iPhone 5S. Now, this is a hodgepodge of different phones. It's not really, as you can hear, it's kind of messed up. But this is an iOS 8.1.4 iPhone 5S, so it is rare. I believe it's a 16 gigabyte. Yup, it's on 8.4, not 8.4.1. So I don't know why this is different. Huh. I was told that 8.4.1 changed that, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, it fully works. The housing came from a phone that I got at a thrift store in 2022. And the actual board is from a silver iPhone 5S that I found at Mom's. This I got for free as compensation for something that I bought. Now, the housing came from the same thrift store I got that 5S at. They were both full phones at one point, but they were locked, and I just saved the parts forever. This board is a pink board, and it works fine. It's on iOS 8.1.2. I love this iPhone 5C. I think it's such a cool phone. I love the yellow color. The yellow is actually rare or uncommon on these. Pretty hard to find. This one isn't rare. It is a peeled iPhone 5C. I did this because I was bored and had a spare housing. It is on iOS 10. I think the screen... I know for a fact this works. I just didn't connect something right. These are really weird. I think the screen's not connected right. This is an iPhone 6, 64 gigabyte. Oh, I got that at the flea market, and that was compensation for a trade. And for the people who don't know what Mom's is, it's a grocery store that's close to me. Very local grocery store. They really don't have any locations outside of... Oh, so the special thing about this 4S is that it has demo stuff on it. Yeah. Really cool. Has a very nice screensaver. Unfortunately, the apps are not on there, but all of the contacts and all of that are. But this is a 64 gigabyte. I don't want to show the IMEI or serial number. Well, oh, the IMEI isn't in here. That's weird. Yeah, where the fuck is the IMEI? Okay, but yeah, it's a 64 gigabyte. Power button's broken. This entire phone, actually I believe the board came from Mom's. I'm just going to go ahead and say the phone came from Mom's. The housing is beat to shit. I did a lot of weird stuff to this phone in terms of durability tests. Back into a couple rare things. You'll notice that one. I may have done a video on that. But this is an iPhone 6, regular 6 Plus. On iOS 9.3.1, it is a 16 gigabyte. Verizon. I found this at Target. It is in mint condition. Funny story about this is that I traded it to my friend, and right before he was going to get rid of it, I asked to trade for it back. So I did get this back, thankfully, because it's another one of my favorite phones. This is an iPhone 6S. I found this at Mom's. The battery on this is horrific. This was at 100% an hour ago, yet it says it's at 80% battery health. It's on iOS 15, fully updated. Found this at Mom's. No iCloud, nothing wrong with it. Fully works, just needs a new battery. This is an iPhone 6S, sorry. A bunch of stuff on here. 128 gigabyte, found it at Target, needed a new battery, was really janky with the repairs. It fully works, it's gold. This one I got in a trade with my friend. This is an iPhone 6S Plus. On iOS 13, AT&T prepaid demo unit, has the screensaver, has the Touch ID demo, all of that. Now, I can't show the serial number or anything, as it could get blacklisted, and what that means is that it'll come into a locked state similar to iCloud lock, but it's not iCloud locked. It's, I believe, the Apple Chimera lock policy or something, and you can't do anything with it once that's done. We have this iPhone 6S Plus. I found this at Mom's. It's a 64 gigabyte. Oh, that's a 32 gigabyte. That's a 128 gigabyte. That's a 32 gigabyte. Found this at Mom's. It is rough. This actually had its unlock request approved from Apple, which is really cool. This is a 128 gigabyte gold iPhone 6S. I got this in a trade with my friend. It fully works. Nothing wrong with it particularly. Has a backup from one of my really old phones on it. I don't know why it's being so slow. I hope the NAND isn't dying. Look at that. That's really bad. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. But I did get that in the trade. It's swapped housings a couple of times, but it fully works. We have this iPhone 7 right here. This one I got from Mom's. It is on iOS 13. Not sure what version of 13. It is on 13.1.2. It is a 128 gigabyte. Rose gold. I'll be making that product ride someday. We have this iPhone 7, identical to that one. 128 gigabyte rose gold. Found it at Mom's, except it's on iOS 15. We have my main 7 Plus at the moment, which is a matte black 32 gigabyte shoved into a Jet Black's housing. It fully works. There's nothing particularly wrong with this phone. It's a nice phone. I just wish it had more storage. Getting back into a couple rare things, we have this iPhone 11, 64 gigabyte green on iOS 14. My back really hurts. 1 second. Sorry, I've been having really bad back pain recently. Anyway, I found this at Target. Oh, I found the board for this at Mom's, and I got the housing in a trade. Found those two at Mom's. But I found this phone at Target, along with the next one. 64 gigabyte green iPhone 11, 99% battery health, by the way. iOS 14.8.1, rare. And this one, I found at the same Target. I don't want... It is on iOS 15, black, 64 gigabyte. We have this iPhone SE 2020. I found this at Target a while back. Never made a video. It's a 64 gigabyte base on iOS 15. Has a cracked aftermarket screen. We have this iPhone SE 2020 here. This one's special. I got into this in other videos, but I bought this at an Apple store in Tennessee in 2021, very late 2021. It was a birthday gift. I kept it in the box for a very long time. I even jailbroke it. I have to re-sign Uncover, don't I? Oh, that's unfortunate. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, I kept it in the box. Then I suddenly lost it. Sorry, I've been sick. I suddenly lost it in 2022, and just recently found it this year on Christmas Eve. Safe to say this phone's very special. It's never getting updated. It's never getting sold. Now, we're off of the iPhones, and we're going to move into Motorola's. I don't have many. This is a very rare Motorola Droid R2-D2. It fully works. I got this on eBay. Has a Blockbuster video app on it. That's crazy. It was basically brand new when I got it. We have this wood grain Motorola phone that I found at Target. Fully works. Nothing wrong with it. I really like this phone. This almost went into the non-working phone section because it wouldn't turn on when I first started charging it. We have this custom Motorola that I found at Mom's in 2021. I never set this up past setting it up. The screen cracked somehow a while back. It's purple and gold. It's not my type of color combo, but it's still a custom. This one I customized myself. I got this in a trade with my friend. This used to be fabric, but the fabric was peeling, so I ripped it off, and it left this really cool design. This is a Moto Droid Turbo 2. It fully works. There's nothing wrong with it, except the battery's kind of bad. Which is a theme with a lot of these phones. They have batteries that drain very fast for some reason. This is a Moto G5 Plus. Fully works, no issues. Got it out of the Mom's bin. This is a black Samsung Galaxy S3. It fully works, no issues. Unfortunately, some of my collection S3s are in the partially working phone area because they have bad batteries. In fact, only 2 of them are here. I got that on eBay. I think it was like 20 bucks. And I have this brown S3 here that I also got on eBay. I think it was more expensive. Fully works, no issues. S3s are really cool. I should really get back into them now that I'm looking at these wallpapers and everything. I like them. We have this gold Samsung Galaxy S5. I got it in a trade with my friend. It fully works. There are no issues. We have this black Samsung Galaxy S5 found at Target. It also fully works and there are no issues. I believe it's running an older version of Android. Nothing rare. We have this white Galaxy S5. I also found it at Target. An unremodeled Target, actually. And I haven't reset it, but it fully works. Nothing wrong with it. Mint condition. Then, this is the rare one. We have a Samsung Galaxy Note 7. I got this in a trade with my friend. It fully works. Nothing wrong with it. It's on the green battery update. Oh, actually, no, the touch screen's messed up, but that's because I bought a shitty screen from China. Then we have this one. I got it on eBay. It is a Samsung Galaxy A7 2016. Fully works. No issues. Rare phone. It needs a new battery, though, because it's expanding. Also, yes, I moved my bed and rearranged my entire room, if you're curious why the wall's gray. We have my Samsung Galaxy Note 8. This is my current secondary phone. I found this at Target. Same unremodeled Target as the S5. This phone fully works. Nothing wrong with it. I did replace the back battery and screen. Or no, I replaced the battery, the charging port, and the screen. We have my Galaxy A9 2018. It is a very beautiful phone. Fully works. No issues at all. Oh, and I'm filming this video on the Galaxy Z Flip, which has a line in the screen and a dot. Nothing else. I have a video on that that's unreleased. Still trying to figure some stuff out. Got that on eBay. It was expensive, but it was like the best pink one, and the pink ones are rare. Rarer than the other ones. We have this black Galaxy S10, cracked back. I found this at Target. Fully works, no issues. Now onto the LGs. We have this blue LG G3, which is rare. It fully works, no issues. Got it in a trade with my friend. This one I've had for a very, very long time. I made a video on it in like 2021. This is a gray LG G4. Fully works, no issues. Found it at Target a long, long time ago. The power button on it is messed up now, unfortunately. It used to be mint, but just years of kind of it getting moved around. So this phone is missing the fingerprint scanner because I was doing stuff with it earlier. But it's an LG G8 ThinQ. Found it at Target. Nothing wrong with it. Besides the cracked screen and all that. We have this really blue Google Pixel XL. One of my favorite colors on a phone. This one fully works. No issues, except it has really, really, really bad burn-in. Like, can you see that at the top? It's really bad. Other than that, it fully works, and I paid like 40 bucks for it. Got it on eBay. We have an Essential PH1. I got this off my friend in a trade. Fully works, no issues. Like near mint condition. We have this one I've also had for a very, very long time. This is an extremely rare phone at the moment. There is not a single one of these on eBay. This is a blue Vivo Air LTE. It is the thinnest LTE smartphone in the world and the second thinnest smartphone in the world at 5.1 millimeters. Thick, or thin. Very, very rare and very cool phone. I found that at Target a very long time ago. We have this Sonim XP8. I got it in a trade with my friend. It fully works. Absolutely massive and very thick phone. I used that as a secondary for a while. Found this one at Target found this at Mom's a very long time ago. This is a Kyocera Duraforce 1. Duraforce Pro 1, I think. Missing the action button. I'd like to fix it, because I've had it for so long. It works fine. Very bad condition, though. And then this one I got in a trade with my friend. This is a Nextbit Robin on Lineage OS. I believe it's Android 10 or 12. It works fine. No issues. Now we're going to be moving on to the working iPods. I found this in the middle of setting up the iPods. This is an Asus Zenfone AR. It fully works. No issues. I got this on eBay. Very cool phone. And I got a very good deal on it, too. Alright, so for the fully working iPods, we have this custom iPod Classic 5th/7th generation, and that's because it has the board from a 7th gen inside of the case and everything from a 5th gen. I've had this exact combo of an iPod since 2021, and I'm really happy that I finally got to use these parts again, as the old iPod broke. I got that iPod at a flea market, except the board from this iPod, I believe, actually, it may have also come from a flea market. I don't remember, really. We have this 160 gigabyte iPod Classic 7th gen. I found this at Target. It's a very good battery. Very nice iPod. These are pretty desirable. I got this one a long time ago. Unfortunately, since then, the screen is cracked. This is an iPod Touch 1st generation on iOS 1.1.5. Found that at Target in 2021. I believe I found this at Target recently. This is so this one's cool. I found this at Mom's, actually. And this came with a jailbreak. Came with a bunch of jailbreak tweaks. And it's an iPod Touch 2nd generation. 16 gigabyte. Very cool. It's on iOS, I think, 3 as well. I can always check. Yeah, it's on 3.1.2. This is an iPod Classic 2nd gen. Even though it looks like a 3rd gen, these are 2nd gens. They just look like 3rd gens. 8 gigabyte. I believe. Honestly, can't remember where I found these. I think I found every single iPod after this at Target, except for the pink one. This one I know for a fact I found at Target recently. Has some ugly-ass tape on the back. And my friend is messaging me on Instagram. Fantastic. That fully works. Nothing wrong with it. It's an 8 gigabyte. Or actually, it might be a 16 gigabyte. One sec. I cannot see. It's an 8 gigabyte. It's an 8 gigabyte. Bro, my friend won't stop messaging me. This is a 32 gigabyte. One sec. Alright, I'm sorry about that. Anyway, as I was saying, this is an iPod Classic, or iPod Touch 3rd gen. It is on iOS 5, which is the latest iOS for these. Fully working. Nothing wrong with it. Got it at Target. 32 gigabyte, and this is a 64 gigabyte. This has apps on it, I believe. It does. It has a lot of apps. Damn. Fully working. iOS 5, nothing wrong with it. This I got at a flea market a while back, and I know it's going to spam with Apple ID pop-ups, so I'm just going to Oh. I got this at the flea market a while ago. Used it. It was either 2021 or early 2022. I used this as my main iPod for a while. That's why it has Discord, Snapchat, jailbreak shit on it, all that. But yeah. Unfortunately, the battery's far too shitty for me to ever want to use it, and iOS 12 sucks on them, so yeah. This was my main iPod for a very long time after that one. And after this one, and a bunch of other different iPods that I used. This is an iPod Touch 5. It is dual booted. One of the partitions is iOS 8, and this is the iOS 6 partition. And I utilized that stuff to install a ton of just random apps on here. Like, look at all these games. A bunch of these I have not played in a long time. But it fully works. There's nothing wrong with this iPod. It's in, like, mint condition. Found it at Target. Now it's time to get on to the fully working tablets. Alright, so we're starting it off with an iPad 1st gen, 32GB cellular. I got this at the flea market for $20, and it turned out to be on iOS 4. So that's cool. So that's slightly rare on these. Good condition. I mean, it's typical iPad 1 condition, except the power button's stuck. But you can see how worn out it is on the back a little bit. Now this one I've had for ages, and it's gotten opened and disassembled and rearranged into different parts so many times, I honestly can't count. But now it's finally one iPad again. This is the best iPad you could get in 2010. This is an iPad 1st gen, 64GB, Wi-Fi plus cellular. One of the issues is that the touchscreen is messed up, and it's not the screen, trust me, it's the reason it's been opened so many times. It is the motherboard. The motherboard is damaged. I believe this may have been on iOS 3 when I got it, but I couldn't get past the passcode, so I reset it. And the way you can tell the difference between iOS 3 to 4 and iOS 5 is if you look, this little arrow will be black, and on iOS 5, it'll be gray. And so if you see one on with a black arrow, that means it's on iOS 3 or iOS 4. Anyway, I got this at the dump, or the recycling center. I call it the recycling center. It's really a dump. I got it there a very long time ago, and I've just kept it since then. I'm never going to get rid of it. There's no point for me to sell this. Unless I get one that's on iOS 3, then maybe I'll sell it. This one I've had for a bit too. I believe it got a new screen. It's a 32GB Wi-Fi iPad. 1st gen. Nothing wrong with it. I paid like $20 for it at the flea market, I think. Something like that. I had others, but they had bad batteries. Now, this one is like the iPhone 4S, where this is a demo. There's a video of the full demo loop on my channel. This thing fully works. It's on iOS 5. But if you look, English US iPad, and there's no reset option. And if I zoom in, it is on iOS 5.1. Very cool. I found this at Target. The back is dented. Oh, I'm on 0.5 now. Kind of liking how 0.5 looks. Gives me more room to show off the devices. This iPad, I mean, it's a trade, but I've kind of not exactly shipped my part of the trade yet, and it's been 4 months, and I really should get to doing that. Anyway, this is an iPad 4. It is on iOS 6. This would cost collector's prices, but I believe it's worth it. 6.1.3. No, it is not downgraded. It is a 32GB cellular. It's in very good condition, too. There's just a dent here and a dent here on the back, and I may or may not have done an unboxing video on this. I don't think I did. But yeah, now it is time for the partially working phones. So we'll definitely be taking a look at those next. Okay, these are the partially working phones. Now, before I get into this, please don't mind the fact that some of these are not charged. It appears that the batteries on these are awful. Like, a lot worse than I thought. But starting off with this one will not power on because it has a bad battery, but it's an iPhone 2G. This one also works, but needs a battery and a back. It's an iPhone 4 GSM. I believe it might be iCloud Lock too. A 4S. Oh, I didn't talk about where I got these. Flea market, I believe it was $60, but those aren't the parts that came with it. It was like mint when I got it. Target bin. This is a 4, and as you can see, it is disabled. It also has iCloud Lock. Oh no, it's a 4S. Yeah. These S3s have bad batteries. This is a extremely rare titanium gray S3. Bad battery, but they work fine other than the battery. This is a white S3 that I converted to pink. The normal pink S3 is impossible to find. This may do something, but I know for a fact the battery in that doesn't work. It drains in like 5 minutes, turned off. And then a blue S3 that I found at Target ages ago. I bought that on eBay in 2021, or 2022, early 2022 it would have been. Found the phone, but I customized it with parts from eBay in 2023. And then I found that in a Target bin in 2021. This is an HTC Inspire 4G. It is passcode locked. Again, the batteries on some of these are awful, so please ignore that. They might be dead. Found that at Target. Can't figure out how to reset it. Found this at my local Target. It's a passcode locked iPhone 5. I'm sorry the battery's dead. Yeah, it's fucked up. This one really sucks. This is an iPhone 5S. It is on iOS 8. Got it at Mom's. Mint condition, and it's passcode locked. Hopefully someday there's a way to get around that. Found this at Mom's recently. I'm going to disable it real quick so I don't have to. There we go. It is an iPod Touch 6th Gen, 32GB. Passcode locked. Didn't even bother cleaning it. Such junk. Found this at the same Target as that iPod. It is an iPhone 6S. I would have been very surprised if that unlocked it, but it's FMI on and passcode locked. This one I know for a fact is dead. This one really sucks. I'm taking the housing off of this and throwing it on a rose gold phone later. Jet black mint condition 256GB iCloud locked. Found it at Mom's with the other two iPhone 7s. This is a 256GB iPhone 12 Pro Max. Found it at my local Target. Fuck. God, that's fucking horrific. Anyway. It's iCloud locked, 256GB cracked camera lens and back. Screen's good though. Found it at my local Target. S9, I got this for Christmas. I have no clue how much it cost. It's Google locked. And the back is like cracked. But that may have been my fault. Really bad burn into, look at that. Purple S9. Found this at Mom's. It's an A30. Google locked, cracked display. Found this at Target. It did not look like this when I got it. I was trying to do a custom and it failed. This is Google locked. Found this at Target. It's in one of my most recent Target bin videos. It's a 256GB. They never responded. They read my message and never responded when I texted them. And I made a perfect receipt and Apple denied my request, which sucks. This I found at Target. Believe it or not, if this thing didn't have a broken LCD, it would be going in the fully working phone section because it's FMI off. This is one of my old secondaries. I need to fix it. It'll work fine when it's fixed. It's an iPhone 7 Plus, 128GB, rose gold, AT&T. Found it at Target. The final partially working phone. Oh, I should have made a partially working iPod section, but whatever. I guess there's no point for one iPod. And then this is an iPhone 4, or no, iPhone XS Max. God, I'm fucking fried from rearranging my entire room, then charging phones. I've been up since like, I think 6 a.m., if I'm not mistaken. And it's like 5 right now. I don't know, this 12 Pro Max isn't showing. Oh, it's 4:46 a.m. I believe I've been up since 6. This is passcode locked and iCloud locked. 64 gigabyte, and it's just really fucking destroyed. Found it at my local Target. Now we're gonna get to the non-working phones because I don't have any partially working tablets. Alright, so this is bound to be probably, other than the dumb phones, the most boring section of the video, because nothing here can be turned on, and as you can see, a lot of what's here is either really destroyed or straight up missing half of the phone. There's not much of an in-between. But starting off, we have an LG G5. This doesn't work at all. It does nothing. We have a Red Galaxy S3. It is in bad condition. Found it at Mom's. Oh, got this in a trade. Found this at Mom's. That one doesn't power on. This says no battery and doesn't power on. I got this at a thrift store. It's a Blue Galaxy S4. It is rare, but doesn't do anything. We have this TCL phone. Found it at Target. Doesn't do shit. I honestly can't remember where I found this. I think every single part in this phone came from a different phone that was found in a different place. So it was found everywhere. This is fucking ruined. I mean, this was gutted for parts. It has so many different incompatible parts mixed with it. It doesn't do anything, obviously. The AMOLED is destroyed. This is actually a glass screen that I made clear. I mean, that really says it itself, except it didn't really fail. I stabbed through the board because it was iCloud locked and stripped it for parts. This is FMI off, but I stripped it for parts anyway because I needed parts for a better phone. It's a custom iPhone 6. Found it at Target. Another iPhone 6 that's FMI off. I stripped it for parts because I needed parts. I actually have a screen that I can put on this somewhere. This is an iPhone 6 FMI off. Found it at Target. Got this in a trade. This thing is just ruined. S8 Plus. Doesn't do anything. I'm not really going to get into the exact issue of every phone. You can come to your own conclusions. Found this at Target. It's fucked. Found this at Target. It's an iPhone 4S. That's, I believe, a Moto E6. We have this iPhone 5C. I got this from a thrift store. One second. I'm going to pause my phone and check the battery percentage. I'm going to hate my life while I'm editing this later because I stopped the video accidentally again to plug my phone in. Anyway. iPhone 5C. Got it from a thrift store. It's junk. I believe it's iCloud. Oh, no, wait. So this one's on iOS 8.3, but it's water damaged, and I got it for $10 at a flea market. It's fucked. I've tried everything. I can't remember where I found this. It's a Galaxy A03s, I think. Something like that. Oh, no, I think it's an A10. Or A13? I don't fucking know. It's destroyed. I destroy those the second I get them. Down this at Target, it's my old main. iPhone XR 64GB black. It needs a new screen. I didn't feel like charging it. Because, yeah, digitizer's broken. Note 3, found it at Mom's. It's missing a bunch of shit. We have a pink 5C. Needs a lot of new stuff. I believe I found that at Target. Oh, so the housing for this is what came on my yellow one when I got it. HTC G1. Bought it at a flea market. Doesn't work. Doesn't do anything. Found this at Target a while back. It's a blue 5C. Again, doesn't do anything. It's destroyed. So this one needs a new charging port. It is a Nokia 7.1. It's actually not a bad phone. It's very nice. It's like metal and glass, so I will fix it. Found that at Target. Got this at a thrift store for 5 cents. I believe it might be my cheapest phone I've ever gotten that I didn't get from a phone bin. It needs a new battery, but it has a ton of pictures and shit on it that I want to get back, and a bunch of old apps. So eventually that one's going to be fixed. I couldn't put it in partially working because it didn't do anything when I plugged it in, though. This one's a project. This is my old main 7 Plus board. It needs a lot of stuff. This one needs a lot of stuff, too. I got these both at Mom's, except the board from this came from Target. Missing its battery and charging port. I believe it's a 64 gigabyte. I dropped a boulder on this. It didn't work beforehand, though. It showed no power. The boulder did do a lot more damage than it had, obviously. This came from a thrift store. It was $3. This is an Exynos J5 Duos. That might have honestly had a MediaTek processor in it. Another fucked G5. I durability tested that one because it has the same issue as the other one. My old S8 Active. I would like to fix this someday. Found that at Target. Found that at Target. Thrift store. Verizon. Target. And then Mom's. This thing is fucked. Motherboard problem. Found it at Target. Found this at Target. Came with a bloated battery. Not the original board inside of it. Board, and that one's messed up now. Ugh, God, I'm tired, man. Got a Note 8. Needs, this is the one that gave parts to my working one. So, yeah, the board in that is destroyed. And it was my old main board, and I'm very upset about that, because I, missed something. I missed a screw, and I ended up cracking the board in a certain spot, and it does not boot anymore. Found this at Mom's. Junk. Oh, that last one was at Target, by the way. Found this at Target. Junk. Doesn't do anything. Got this in a trade, except I parted it out. It's junk. I asked AT&T if they had any old phones, and they let me grab this for free. Doesn't work anymore. Junk. Note 10. First ever Note 10 I've ever gotten. LG Optimus G Pro. It is junk. Got it for like $3 at a flea market. Actually, it may have been less. It had a back-end battery when I got it. A-series garbage. Found it at Target. S7 garbage. Found it at Target. It doesn't power on. Garbage. Found it at Target. HTC Evo 3D. It doesn't do anything, and I wish it worked because I actually really like this phone. It's a rare phone. It's in good condition, too. A12. This is junk. I got it for free. It doesn't work. I didn't find that Target. Someone just gave it to me. This would have gone into the partially working section, but I accidentally, and I'm being 100% serious when I say, I accidentally dropped my fire extinguisher on this, and the screen's destroyed, but it's iCloud locked. Junk. Motorola. Found it at Target. iCloud locked. Not iCloud locked, just needs a lot of new parts. This is FMI on. 128 gigabyte. iPhone 13 Pro Max Sierra Blue. Found it at Target. It needs a new screen, a new battery, just for it to work. And then it's still iCloud locked. And then this Motorola that I found at Target as well. It is iCloud locked. No, Google locked. And it doesn't turn on because it stopped working. Now I'm going to go on to the non-working tablets, or tablet. Okay, so surprisingly, I actually have non-functional tablets. This is a Samsung Galaxy Note Pro 12.2. I got it at a thrift store for only $8. Unfortunately, through years of use, which were mostly mine, I believe I got it in 2021, and years of use gave it a bloated battery and a cracked LCD. And parts for this, well, buying parts for this would exceed the cost of a new one. And there's nothing on it that I care about enough, so yeah. It's done. And this, which I'm, believe it or not, going to be fixing, is an iPad Mini 2. It's only a 16 gigabyte. It needs a new battery, glass, and LCD. And the reason I'm fixing it, there's something special about it. It is from China. Chinese Apple devices have a special charging screen. They don't actually turn on once they reach 1% battery. They stay on a charging screen, and you have to turn them on yourself, kind of like Androids. So it's very weird, it's very unique, it's exclusive to the Chinese Apple devices. That's why it's special, and that's why it'll be getting fixed once I have money for parts. Now I'm going to move on to the non-functioning iPod. By the way, I found that iPad at Target. Anyway, this is an iPod Touch 7th Gen, 32GB. Found this at Target, it doesn't work. I mean, you can tell it's missing the fucking screen. Now it's time to move on to the dumb phones. This is going to be the most boring part, especially if you hate seeing the same phone a bunch. Okay, so I've decided to streamline this entire dumb phone section. I'm not going to be going over any of the dumb phones in detail from here to here. All you need to know is that it's around 40 rugged dumb phones, ranging from the Casio G-Zone Ravine 2 to the Kyocera DuraForce XV, or Dura XV, sorry. They all have different issues, but most of them work. Some of them will be water damaged, some of them will have cracked screens, some of them will have missing parts or batteries. I found every single one of those phones at Target, in the bin, all at the same Target. That's all you need to know. They're all the same. I already have a video on them if you want to see them in more detail. Right here is a red Motorola Razr V3XX. Pretty rare. Got it at a thrift store for like 20 bucks because I was hoping it would work. Turns out it has like a board issue, I think. I got this in a trade from my friend. This is a blue Motorola Razr. Again, pretty rare. It fully works. No issues. Got this in the Target bin a while back. It's an LG dumb phone on Singular. I don't know if it works. I got this phone ages ago. This is a Samsung Alias 2. Very cool phone because it actually has an e-ink display as its keypad. So it will shift and change when you open it. Found this at Target. It's some sort of Samsung Sprint flip phone. I used to be really into these mid-2000s flip phones. Found this at Target. It is a Sony Ericsson flip phone. Not sure which type. I don't know. I don't even know if it works. Got this at a thrift store a long time ago. And when I say a long time ago, I mean like 2020. Sanyo Innuendo. It's never had a back or a battery. This can be seen in my one of my first phone collection videos. I think it's the third one. Same thing as the other one. I've had this for an extremely long time. Sanyo Incognito. Works fine. At least the last time I tested it. I don't think I'm getting rid of that phone. I'm going to probably recycle this the next time I'm at Target, honestly, because it's junk. It's a Sony. Doesn't work. Found it at Target, too. Got this for free at a thrift store. It's a Nokia 3190B. Or 3390B. One sec. How does the back come off? Okay. It's going to be... There we go. Yeah, 3390B. I think it's the T-Mobile version of the Nokia. Yeah. T-Mobile version of the Nokia 3310. Some sort of Samsung bar phone. Found it at Target. I don't know what actual type of one it is. SGH R225. Another one I might recycle. I don't know if it works. Old thing. Found at Target. It's a Sony Ericsson. Found this at Target ages ago with my old MacBook that I no longer have in this house. And I'm saying I no longer have it in this house because it's buried 3 inches deep in my garden. Anyway, this thing doesn't work. I don't even think it worked when I got it. It has no battery or back cover. Got this in a trade with one of my friends. It is, I mean, there's adhesive stuck to the screen, but you know. It's another BlackBerry World Edition. Works fine, this one, or I believe it works fine. Has the back and the battery at least. I got this at a flea market for $1, and I used to think this was like the rarest phone in my collection. Turns out it's not that rare, and there's a few on eBay now. A few have popped up. I used to think it was a prototype, but it's not. Never tested it. Really old LG phone. Found this at Target. Old Nokia 5190, I think. Yeah, 5190. Dumb phones are kind of boring to me. I don't really like them, and I don't really collect them as much as I know I used to collect. Like, I know I used to collect them a lot. I don't collect them as much anymore. Some sort of Nokia on Bell Atlantic. Got this at a thrift store because I thought it was really rare. Turns out it's not, and it was worth about as much as I paid. This one is really rare. I got it for $5 at a thrift store. It is a Japanese Nokia. Very cool phone. Found this with the other Nokia 5190. So this one is a 5120. Doesn't work. Found it at Target. Got this at a flea market. Is the Philips, that's definitely an interesting name. I don't know if I can say that without my video getting age restricted. But yeah. Baby Fat Motorola. It's a custom thing that I got at the flea market because I thought it was rare. I think that was $3 and I think that was $1. Found this at Target. It's a rare red BlackBerry. I found this with an iPhone 5S that was that had a fucking LCD with no lamination, and the screen was cracked, and I picked all the glass off of it in the store. So I walked out with a 5S that didn't have the front glass on it, but still had the LCD, and it worked fine. It was a really weird phone. I think someone did it themselves. That doesn't work. This I can't test. Got it at a thrift store for like free, I think. I don't think I paid for it. I think someone just gave it to me there. And then this Pantech Pursuit. Got it ages ago with that Samsung Alias. I don't know if it works. And this is probably my most recent dumb phone find. I found this at Target. It's a weird Sony. I only took it because I thought it was rare, and it turned out to not be rare. But yeah. Time to, well, I mean, I guess, yeah, that's it. That's the phone collection. Oh, no, it isn't. Sorry, I forgot these three. This is a Motorola Microtek DPC 550. I got this one at a flea market, or thrift store, sorry, for $5. It's locked with a passcode, and it's messed up. This is a Motorola Microtek DPC 550. I got this at Target. And this is a Motorola Microtek DPC 550. This one was actually new old stock when I got it. Unfortunately, I don't have the box anymore, but it works fine. It's in very good condition, too. But yeah, with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, I will leave comments on, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. And hopefully, the next video will come out soon, and it'll be me unboxing a couple rare iPhones. Hopefully. That's the plan, at least. But, as with this channel, recently, a lot of stuff hasn't been going to plan. There's probably 40 or 50 videos that I'm not going to be releasing just because I don't think they're good. I don't want to release them, all that. But, hopefully, kicking 2024 off, we'll have some more videos. And I'm just noticing some phones that I didn't look at, so I'll cover those real quick. LG Stylo 6. Got this at Target. No, got this from my cousin years ago. He found it in his Uber. Palm Pre Plus. Got it from a thrift store. It works fine. I don't know how to use these. Then these are both non-functional. This one should be partially working because of the battery. Purple S3, got it on Mercari years ago. And this one I was hoping worked. This is a custom Arizona iPhone 4 that I made. As you can see, it's under the glass. And unfortunately, it didn't work. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later. Again, my next planned video is me unboxing some iPhones, some rare iPhones. I'm really hoping that that comes to plan and I actually make that video. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully 2024 is a better year for my channel and a better year in general. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I know I'm repeating myself, and I'll see you guys later.